Hello students, this is the fourth problem. From the following data of AB and company, find out cash from operating activities. The firm started its operations on 1/4/2009. Its trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2010. So they have given trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2010. And also they have stated that the firm started its operations on 1/4/2009. Okay, the firm started its operations on 1/4/2009. It means it is a new company or it is a new firm. Okay, so they have given trading and profit and loss account. The first item they have given is to cash purchase, 2 wages outstanding, 2 operating expenses, 2 depreciation, goodwill, 2 net profit. And on the credit side they have given by credit sales, by dividend received, by closing stock. So now go through the working note. It is given in the problem that AB company started its operations on 1/4/2009, which means it is a new company. Hence, it shall be assumed that there were no current assets and current liabilities in the beginning of the accounting year. It means since they have mentioned that it is a company, it is a firm which has started on its operations on 1/4/2009, so we can assume that it is a new company. Okay, so when it is a new company, there will be no current assets, right? There will be no current assets, there will be no current liabilities when in the beginning of the accounting year. Since it is a new company, there will be no current assets and current liabilities in the beginning of the accounting year. From the trading and profit and loss account, new current asset and new current liabilities emerged at the end of the year that are to be taken as items which increased current assets and current liabilities respectively. Accordingly, debtors resulted from credit sales and closing stock have increased current assets. Wages outstanding has increased current liability. In simple, this note says that, okay, as it is a new company, okay, we can assume that there will be no opening balance of current assets and current liability. But they have given you the trading and profit and loss account so that we can say that there are current asset and current liabilities emerged at the end of the year. So how we can come to the conclusion that there are current assets and current liability? You can see in the trading and profit and loss account, they have given credit sales, right? They have given credit sales and they have given cash purchase. So cash purchase means they have purchased something, they have purchased raw material and they have paid cash. So we don't have any problem with cash purchase. But when it comes to credit sale, so due to credit sale, there will be debtors, isn't it? So the firm has sold something on credit basis. Now the customer will be a debtor for the company. Now the customer will be a debtor for the company. So because of the credit sale, they are having debtors. Okay, because of the credit sales, they will be having debtor. So when there is debtor, it will increase the current asset, because in the beginning there were no current asset, right? There were no debtors, but at the end, due to credit sales, we are having debtors. So debtors increased current asset. Okay, then we are having closing stock. So whether there is any opening stock in the problem? No, isn't it? If there is any opening stock, they would have mentioned here 2 opening stock. But in this problem, they have not given any opening stock, but we are having closing stock. So closing stock, or in simple stock, it is also an current asset. So it will also increase the current asset. Stock will also increase the current asset. So this is about current assets. And check on the debit side, we are having wages outstanding. So at the end of the period, there are there is wage which is outstanding. They have not paid the wage. So wages outstanding is a current liability. So your wages outstanding will increase the current liability. It will increase the current liability. Okay. So this is about the current asset and current liability. So nothing to do with cash purchase. Wages outstanding is a current liability. So we are having increase in the current liability. Then operating expenses. So when we are preparing cash flow from operation, we should not consider the operating expenses. We should only consider non-operating expenses. So we need to add non-operating expenses. So we have nothing to do with operating expenses. Depreciation, it is a non-cash expense. Depreciation is a non-cash expense. So we need to add it to closing balance of profit and loss account. Then we are having goodwill. Then we are having net profit. So goodwill means it is goodwill written off. So they have given goodwill on the debit side. It means goodwill written off. Then they have given net profit, which we are going to consider when we are preparing cash flow from operating activities. Then on the credit side, they have given credit sales. So credit sale, it will increase the debtor. It will result in debtor's amount, and your debtor, it will increase the current asset. So when there is debtor, it will increase the current asset. Dividend received, it is a non-operating income. Okay, dividend received, it is a non-operating income. So we need to deduct that when we are preparing cash flow from operating activities. By closing stock, again it is a current asset. So it will increase the current asset. So this is the solution. Statement showing cash flow from operating activities. So there are 3 columns, particular and 2 amount column. So firstly we are going to write net profit for the year. Net profit for the year rupees 5,000. Add non-cash and non-operating expenses. Now we should search which are the items of non-cash and non-operating expenses. And we know that depreciation and goodwill written off. These are the non-cash and non-operating expenses. So we are going to write the amounts in the inner column. So 2,000 plus 2,000 will be 4,000. So 5,000 plus 4,000, it will be 9,000. Less non-cash and non-operating income. So we are having only one item which belongs to non-operating income category. So dividend received 2,000. So we don't have any other non-operating income. So we are going to directly write the amount in the outer column. Since it is less, we need to deduct that. So 9,000 minus 2,000, it will be 7,000 rupees. So 7,000 is cash profit from operating activities. We don't have opening balance of profit and loss account. It is not given in the problem. So directly we can write cash profit from operating activities. Then again, add decrease in current asset. So we don't have any decrease in the current asset because opening balance is not there. So decrease in current asset is nil. And increase in current liability. So we know that there is no opening balance of current asset. There is no opening balance of current liability. But at the end, there is wages outstanding which will increase the current liability. So under increase in current liability, we are having only one item, that is wages outstanding, 11,000. So there is no any current liability which has been increased. So we are going to write the total, that is 11,000 in the outer column. So 7,000 plus 11,000, it will be 18,000. Then less increase in current asset. So under increase in current asset, we are having two current assets which has been increased. That is debtors. So they have not given directly as debtors, they have given credit sales. So debtors inside the bracket due to credit sales rupees 53,000. Then closing stock 5,000. The total comes to 58,000. Now what we need to do? So here the total is 18,000, right? the total is 18,000. Now 18,000 less 58,000. 18,000 less 58,000. So how much we are getting? We are getting a minus balance of 40,000. Instead of writing minus, we are going to write 40,000 inside the bracket. That is net cash outflow from operation. Okay, since it is a minus balance, we are going to write it as net cash flow from operation. Net cash outflow from operation. If it is a positive amount, then it will be net inflow. Since it is a minus balance, it is considered as net cash outflow from operation. Okay. So, thank you students.